also the last day, the final day, when we look at violence or we consider the violence that is meted out against women and girls across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. International Human Rights Day is observed every single year on December 10th. And as I just said, it is the final day of 16 days which began on November 25th, when the world over addressing issues of crime and violence against women and girls. The day which the United Nations General Assembly adopted in 1948 is usually referred to as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This declaration empowers all of us, no matter what color your skin is, no matter how old you are, no matter who your parents are, which community you belong to, which church you attend, or which political party you support. The Universal Human Rights Day is supposed to empower us all. The principles enshrined in the Declaration are as relevant today as they were in 1948. We as Vincentians need to stand up for our rights and the rights of others who we recognize are trampled on. We can take action in our daily lives to uphold the rights that protect us and thereby promote the kinship of all human beings. In a world where conflict or crisis are multiplying, Human Rights Day today, December 10th, gives us the opportunity to reaffirm our unwavering dedication to the vision of a common humanity, one which is rooted in shared values. For when basic human rights are threatened, all our societies are endangered. This is why the St. Vincent and the Grenadines network of NGOs, with Human Rights Association as chair, has devoted itself to protecting and bolstering human rights and the human dignity for the past 38 years. But you want to ask me, what are human rights? Human rights are those rights which you enjoy simply because you are a human being. They are not a privilege, they are a responsibility. Human rights are about the inherent, inalienable, interrelated, and universal rights of individuals and groups guaranteed to them under both domestic and international legal laws. Human rights are basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the world, from birth to death. And they apply regardless of where you are from, as I said, who you belong to, which community do you belong to, which church you go to, which political party you support. It doesn't matter. Once you are a human being, you are entitled to your basic rights and freedoms that belong to every single person in this world. But what is Human Rights Day, and why are we remembering this Human Rights Day? It is observed every year on December 10th. And in 1948, the United Nations adopted this day and called it the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. But this year, is there a theme? Yes, there is a theme. This year's human rights theme says our rights, our future, right now, not tomorrow or yesterday or next week. Our rights, our future, right now. And we are to focus on how the rights are a pathway to solutions. These play a critical role as a proactive and transformative force for good in times of crisis. But what is our goal in celebrating? What is our goal? It is to ensure equality and fairness. Recognize today is International Human Rights Day. Also share the information. Of every single extension. International human rights recognize the freedom of every nation. Harassment from fair without any harassment, and our constitution human rights. People like even human rights. To remind freedom from slavery and torture, the right to health, freedom of opinion, freedom from slavery and torture, education, to health, and you want to ask me which rights is our constitution? Each extension, human rights. And based on our sexual orientation, some of our bosses not paying us the minimum wage as stipulated by law. That's another violation. Yes. In the world has an opportunity. We must be allowed the freedom of speech, your wants and your fears. Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that human is a basic human right. And the met over the world, in Dominica, in St. Lucia, in Grenada, the theme, our right, our future, right now. There are solutions celebrating today. And they speak to foster peace and stability. Human rights help to avoid violations, conflicts and abuses before they happen. And we need it out to us. Driving significant social change that belongs to every person in the world, from birth to today. We speak with you about your basic human rights. Make no one rob you of that. It is enshrined in St. Vincent and the Grenadines Constitution. Our rights are inalienable. Our rights are for us from birth.
No, it was coming out. I know.
That's why I was saying, you don't get that way to put the phones. We need to bring out the boxes.
Come on. Really, I can't bring the box out of the street. You never.
I have to buy one.
From here to Lodge Village. From here to Lodge Village.
Make sure you read them, okay? And you know that you want to know human rights and rights of the
I mean, I had one of them school laptop before. When I used to big place and it took all my stuff. What can I say?
Look back to what my
Look back to it.
As you can
set
see.
up a
So let's be on our best behavior, please. They will introduce themselves, they will tell you who they are, and we are to listen.
Good morning. You can sit. My name is Jeannie Oliver, but everybody calls me Auntie Jeannie. Okay? And I taught hair at St. Mary's, the chop. From 19, your mother and your daddy probably wasn't even born yet. Okay? From 1969 yeah, until 1987. Almost 20 years. And you see this lady? She and I taught at St. Mary's together. Donkeys years ago. So we are not strangers. Okay? Today is International Human Rights Day. What day?
Human rights.
And what is the date of today?
9th of November.
10th of December. And every single year, on the 10th of December, all the countries that belong to the United Nations, which is 185 of them, celebrate International Human Rights Day. Okay? As a human being, each of us is entitled to our right as a person, as a human being. Okay? And don't make nobody tell you different. You want to talk? You want to speak? You want to put your hand up, right? Okay. But you must speak. Especially when you see things are not going right. You see? Miss prefer him because his skin is like that and mine is so. No. No, everybody have the same human rights. Everybody have what?
The same human rights.
Whether your mother is the prime minister, or your father is the prime minister, or your mother and the father is the minister of education, or they're a preacher in a church, it no matter who them be, all of us have the same rights. So, your teacher have more right than you? No. I have more right than you? No. And what gave us as Vincentians that right? There is something we call the Constitution of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The big word just means rules. Okay? St. Mary, in your report book, they have rules, right? Okay? Okay. Well, just so, St. Vincent and the Grenadines have a set of rules that we have to live by. They are laws. And they are called the Constitution. What's it called?
Constitution.
So those are rules, and that's the law that we have to live by. Each one of us, whether your father is the prime minister, your mother is a minister of government or a permanent secretary, no matter. Okay? Whether your mother does sweep the street, okay? Or she is a teacher, it no matter. Right? All of us, and whether they have stores in town
nations, and these mosquitoes calling you a great tree.
Each of us have the same rights. Give yourselves a round of applause. This year, there is a theme. You common entrance, you're going through your maths and your English and your maybe general paper, where it's again the social. We used to do general paper in my day, and the social study on the side. So it was maths, English, and general paper. Okay? So, just as you are preparing for that, the United Nations, all the nations of the world, the 185, the theme is our right, our future, right now. We don't want to have a yesterday, and no want to have a next week and next week. You want to have us right now. So what is the theme? Our right, our future, right now. Say that again. Our right, our future, right now. Yesterday? No. Next week? No. 2025? No.
Our future, right now.
And today is what day?
The 10th of December.
And what is it called?
International Human Rights Day.
International Human Rights Day. When you and you and you and you and you and each of us say that we have our human rights and don't let nobody rob you of that right. Okay? We're going to leave with you. Each person take one and pass behind. Hold it. Take one and pass the rest behind. Take one and pass the rest behind. Sorry. Quietly, please. Quietly. You see in mine at St. Mary's, they have no grade. We didn't have any grade. We had junior. Junior 1, junior 2, junior 3, junior 4, and junior 5. I already have, okay? So, this is for you. Everybody has one? Yes. Is there anybody without one? Okay? Yes. Teacher?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for listening, and remember, what is the theme?
Our rights, our future, right now.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Bye.
Mr. Sultan, check on your head out. You wait, I'm coming. Go down now, because she was turning her head back up. And take her head back up. Go. Kashiwa.
Good morning, students. My name is Jeannie Oliver, and I am representing the network of NGOs. A group of 30 organizations that the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Human Rights Chair and Marion House serve as secretary. Today is International Human Rights Day, and I would appreciate you listening. Yes, you're out on work, you are eating, but we appreciate if you listen. So today is International Human Rights Day. And since in 1948, the United Nations declared that a day must be observed every single year. So today is International Human Rights Day. And as a child, or a teacher, or a parent, each of you is entitled to your basic human rights. And because you're a human being, you have rights. No matter who your parents are, which school you go to, which religion you belong to, which community you come from, you have your rights as a human being. So, today, we would like to ask you, as children and as teachers of the Lodge Village Government School, to make certain that your right is not trampled on. Nobody treats you with indifference. That everybody treats you as a human being, regardless of the color of your skin, the hair on your head, which community you come from. Everybody must be treated alike. So, today, December 10th, is International Human Rights Day. We just wanted to spend a little moment. We just wanted to speak with you for a little while. So we want to thank you for listening. We want to thank your teachers, particularly your principal, for allowing us this opportunity of speaking with you. Thank you very much. Love you all, and have a good day. And we will be distributing some little booklets to you. Has organized this whistle stop to speak with those of you whose air we are reaching can understand why we are doing what we are doing. Our aim is to ensure that each person that listens to our voice recognizes that today, December 10th, is the day that the United Nations General Assembly adopted since 1948 as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This declaration empowers all of us.
Share with your co-workers.
The principles enshrined in the declaration are as relevant today as they were then. We need, as Vincentians, to stand up for our own rights and those of others. We can take action in our daily lives to uphold the rights that protect us all and thereby promote the kingship of all human beings. In this world, today's world, where there is conflict and crises are multiplying, Human Rights Day, December 10th, today, gives us the opportunity to reaffirm our unwavering dedication to the vision of a common humanity, one which is rooted in shared values. For when basic human rights are threatened, all our society are in danger. This is why the SVG network of NGOs with Human Rights Association as chair has devoted itself to protecting and bolstering human rights and human dignity for the past 38 years. But we ask ourselves, what are human rights? These are those rights which you simply enjoy because you are a human being. Basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the world, from birth to death. But why? What does Human Rights Day? It is observed not only in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but across the world, and it has been observed since 1948, when the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. But there's a theme for our celebration. Our rights, our future, right now. Not yesterday or last week or next week, but right now. We would like our human rights to be observed. Our rights play a critical role in ensuring that all of us as Vincentians adhere to our Constitution. Our Constitution is what establishes or set the rules that we as Vincentians are governed by. Human rights are our rights. Hold on, I have to talk with them. They have to open the gate. members of the caravan, we are on our way out. Harriet, Debbie, we're on our way back to Marion House. After distributing booklets and speaking with the students at the Lodge Village Government School, we are on our way back to Marion House for a discussion and evaluation, and where we will have some refreshments. Thank you very much to the Lodge Village Government School. Thank you, principal, teachers and students, for allowing us to speak with you on about International Human Rights Day.
DJ will pass. DJ will pass.
Oh, okay.
With the Human Rights Association as chair and Marion House as secretary, we are just recognizing the day by speaking with you, those of you who are listening, about the day. It is a day when the world over, the 185 members of the United Nations come together in their individual countries and they speak to the issue of human rights. The day was organized since 1948 by the United Nations.
Okay, you got one?
And in a world, in a Vincentian society like ours,
All right.
where conflict and crises are multiplying, Human Rights Day, December 10, today, affords us the opportunity to reaffirm our unwavering dedication to the vision of a common humanity, one which is rooted in shared values. For when basic rights are threatened, all our societies are in danger. This is why the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Human Rights Network of NGOs, with St. Vincent and the Grenadines Human Rights Association as chair, has devoted itself to protecting.
Thank you.
Can you get it?
Yes. I give her one.
You give her one. Give me some answer. How are you?
Thank you. No, no, no. It's
Has dedicated itself to protecting and bolstering human rights and human dignity for the past 38 years. And this has been the work of the network of NGOs. But what are human rights? They are those rights which you enjoy simply because you are a human being. They are not a privilege, they are a responsibility. Human rights are about the inherent, inalienable, interrelated and universal rights of individuals and groups guaranteed to them under both domestic and international legal frameworks. Human rights are therefore basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the whole world. From birth to death. And they apply to you regardless of where you are from, which community you come from, who your parents are, of your basic human rights. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Constitution that says our rights as a human being throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is about a life or which community you come from. Your right to recognize the important pillars of democracy and the Constitution on the Bill of Rights. And are adhered to our ancestors who fought to ensure that you as a human in the Grenadines or you come from mainland. Nationality. Express yourself and sunshine say is within the confines of the law. To assemble. Speak. Hello. NGOs, the network of NGOs. And we need human rights. You are a human being of your age. Today is 40. In 1948, a basic human right situation. We need to educate. We need to become involved at our local level. Each person's basic human rights will be secured, will be respected. And today, December 10th, International Human Rights Day, we are celebrating with the theme, our right, our future, right now, not yesterday or tomorrow or next year. Our right, our future, right now. And the common thread that binds us together is that basic human right. That basic human right is what binds us together. Today, December 10th, International Human Rights Day, we recognize that human rights are basic rights and freedom that belong to every person in the world, from your birth to your death. And they apply regardless of where we are from. Yes, please, I'm on the mic. Hello. I can't talk now, I'm on the mic. So you call me back in half an hour. Who is it? Okay. So another half an hour. So our basic human rights allow us freedom from birth to death, and they apply regardless of where we are from. It belongs to all human beings. The life, a right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression, the right to work and education, and every single Vincentian is entitled to these rights without discrimination. And which law protects us? The Bill of Rights, which is our Constitution. contained in Chapter 1 of the St. Vincent and the Grenadine Constitution. Our fundamental rights and freedom. Now make nobody tell you otherwise. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being an attentive ear. And we are back at Marion House where we're going to have some discussions. Thank you very much. Blessings to all.